Lekmansky in East Shoreline Drive is 5th. Simon of the Desert in El Gasamet is 6th. Jake Feemster in East Shoreline Drive is P4. Melero from Brazil in Pine Avenue is P2. Panzeref 1 in Indy left is 1st. Jake in Aquarium Way is P4. Lekmansky in West Shoreline Drive is 5th. Best lap is a 1:21.084. Feemster in East Shoreline Drive is P4. Lekmansky in Aquarium Way is P5. Best lap is a 1:20.255. Panzeref 1 in Seaside Way is P1. Best lap is a 1:19.404. Lekmansky in East Shoreline Drive is P5. The qualification session is at Long Beach, California in Long Beach, USA. The wind speed is 5 km/h from the north-northeast. Jake Feemster in East Shoreline Drive is first. Simon of the Desert from United States is P2. Jake Feemster in Firestone Turn is first. Jake is up 21.10 in Toyota. Feemster is up 23.77 in turn 6. Jake Feemster is up 24.15 in Firestone Turn. Feemster improved is first with a 120.526. Panzeref 1 is provisional pole with a 119.701. Jake Feemster is up 0.02 in East Shoreline Drive. Panzeref 1 in Aquarium Way is P1 up 0.10. David Zahn from United States in Turn 8 is 5th up 0.26. Zahn is up 0.64 in Le Gasomet. Zahn improved is 5th with a 203.457. 43.756 off pole. Panzeref 1 in Indy left is P1 up 0.15. Panzeref 1 is provisional pole with a 119.492. Melero from Brazil in East Shoreline Drive is second. Melero improved is P2 with a 119.515. .023 off pole. Panzeref 1 in turn 4 is first. Best lap is a 119.492. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Zahn is P6. Davidson is up 1.98 in South Chestnut Place. Zahn is up 2.43 in turn 6. Kevin Lekmansky from United States in Seaside Way is 4th up 0.36. Jakin Le Gassamet is P3. Lekmansky is 4th up 0.59. Lekmansky improved is 3rd with a 120.072. 0.580 off pole. Simon of the Desert in turn 8 is P5 up 8.19. Simon of the Desert is up 7.88 in Le Gassamet. Simon of the Desert improved is P5 with a 144.109. 24.617 off pole. Simon of the Desert is up 1.10 in Toyota. Simon of the Desert is up 18.37 in turn 6. Simon of the Desert is up 18.73 in Firestone turn. Simon of the Desert improved is 5th with a 123.231. 3.739 off pole. Panzerf 1 is provisional pole with a 119.396. Simon of the Desert is up 0.22 in East Shoreline Drive. Jake Feemster in South Chestnut Place is P4 up 0.52. Zahn in Pine Avenue is P7. Ryan Wilson from Canada in East Shoreline Drive is P6 up 1.17. Best lap is a 126.659. 7.263 off pole. Melero in East Shoreline Drive is P2 up 0.10. Melero is up 0.11 in turn 6. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Melero is up 0.20 in Firestone turn. Melero is provisional pole with a 119.101. Davidson from United States in Indy left is 5th up 0.35. Zahn improved is 5th with a 120.592. 1.491 off pole. Ryan Wilson in turn 4 is P7 up 14.72. Panzer F1 in East Shoreline Drive is 2nd. Panzer F1 is up 0.01 in Toyota. Ryan Wilson in Toyota is P7 up 1.30. Wilson is up 3.03 in turn 6. Wilson is up 3.50 in Firestone turn. Wilson improved his P6 with a 122.248. 3.147 off pole. Simon of the Desert in East Shoreline Drive is 7th. Simon of the Desert improved his 6th with a 121.523. 2.422 off pole. Simon of the Desert is up 0.40 in turn 4. Simon of the Desert is up 1.07 in turn 8. Simon of the Desert is up 1.08 in Le Gasomet. The qualifying session is now in overtime. Simon of the Desert improved his 4th with a 120.443. 1.342 off pole. Simon of the Desert is up 0.05 in East Shoreline Drive. David Zahn from United States in South Chestnut Place is 4th up 0.36. Zahn is up 0.78 in Pine Avenue. Zahn is up 0.33 in Indy left. Zahn improved his P4 with a 119.739. 0.638 off pole. The race session is at Long Beach, California in Long Beach, USA. The wind speed is 14 km/h from the northeast. Melero is P1. Panzeref 1 is second. Kevin Lekmansky from United States is P3. David Zahn from United States is fourth. Simon of the Desert from United States is P5. Jake Feemster is sixth. Ryan Wilson from Canada is P7. Melero from Brazil is P1. Race start. Panzer F1 in East Shoreline Drive is P2. Simon of the Desert is P5. Wilson in West Shoreline Drive is third. Simon of the Desert in Seaside Way is fifth. Panzer F1 in Indy Left is second. Jake in Bridgestone is P4, 0.5 behind Wilson. Panzer F1 in South Chestnut Place is second, 0.5 behind Letmansky. Feimster in West Shoreline Drive is fourth. Best lap is a 1:31.098. 1.489 off the fastest lap. Jake Feimster passed Ryan Wilson for third. Wilson in turn 8 is P4, 0.4 behind Feimster. Melero in Firestone turn is P5, 0.4 ahead of Simon of the Desert. Melero lost 5th to Simon of the Desert. David Zahn in East Shoreline Drive is 7th, 0.4 behind Melero. Panzer F1 in Aquarium Way is P2, 0.4 behind Letmansky. Melero in turn 4 is 5th, 0.4 behind Simon of the Desert. Melero is now P3. Simon of the Desert in turn 6 is P4, 0.5 behind Melero. Ryan Wilson in Seaside Way is P5, 0.3 ahead of Zahn. Zahn was 4.0 faster last lap. Zahn in Indy Left is 6th, 0.3 behind Wilson. Simon of the Desert is P5. Simon of the Desert passed Wilson for 4th. Simon of the Desert lost P4 to Wilson. Zahn in East Shoreline Drive on lap 4 is P6, 0.3 behind Simon of the Desert. Zahn was 0.9 faster last lap. Zahn passed Wilson for P4. Feimster in turn 4 is P3, 0.5 behind Panzer F1. Simon of the Desert in West Shoreline Drive is P6. Best lap is a 1:22.440. 2.148 off the fastest lap. Lekmanski in Seaside Way is 7th. Best lap is a 1:20.809. 0.517 off the fastest lap. Simon of the Desert in Indy left is 7th, 0.2 behind Lekmanski. Lekmanski in East Shoreline Drive on lap 4 is P6, 0.2 behind Ryan Wilson. Lekmanski passed Ryan Wilson for 5th. Wilson in Aquarium Way is P6, 0.5 behind Lekmanski. Simon of the Desert in West Shoreline Drive is P7, 0.5 behind Wilson. Panzer F1 in Indy left is P2, 1.1 behind Melero. Simon of the Desert from United States in LE Gassumet is P7, 0.4 behind Ryan Wilson. Wilson in East Shoreline Drive on lap 6 is 7th, 0.1 behind Simon of the Desert. Jake in Pine Avenue is 3rd. Best lap is a 1:20.614. 1.099 off the fastest lap. Nils Shepard from United States is P8. Kevin Lekmanski in Indy left is P5, 2.1 ahead of Simon of the Desert. Beamster in South Chestnut Place on lap 7 is P3, 1.9 ahead of Zahn. Zahn in turn 8 is P4, 1.1 behind Jake. Melero in Bridgestone is first, 3.4 ahead of Panzer F1. Nils Shepard exiting pits. Wilson in South Chestnut Place is P7, 0.9 behind Simon of the Desert. Zahn from United States in Seaside Way is P4, 1.3 behind Jake. Zahn was 0.5 faster last lap. Ryan Wilson in Indy left is 7th, 0.4 behind Simon of the Desert. Zahn in turn 4 is P4, 1.1 behind Jake Feemster. Ryan Wilson entering the pits is P7. Nils Shepard in Aquarium Way is P8. David Zahn in Indy left is 4th, 0.3 behind Feemster. Melero is first. Zahn from United States in turn 8 is P4, 0.8 behind Feemster. Zahn was 0.6 faster last lap. Wilson exiting pits. Melero in East Shoreline Drive is P1. Best lap is a 1:19.405. Wilson entering the pits is P7. Wilson exiting pits. Zahn is P4. Nils Shepard in Toyota is 8th. Melero in South Chestnut Place is P1. Zahn in West Shoreline Drive is 4th, 1.0 behind Feemster. Feemster was 0.8 faster last lap. Nils Shepard in Toyota is P8. Simon of the Desert entering the pits is 6th. Simon of the Desert is 6th. Jake Feemster entering the pits is 4th. Jake Feemster is 4th. Feemster exiting pits. Feemster lost P4 to Lekmanski. Wilson is 7th. Zahn in East Shoreline Drive on lap 13 is P3. Lekmanski is 4th. Melero in Firestone turn is P1. Nils Shepard in South Chestnut Place is P8. Panzeref 1 is 2nd. Wilson entering the pits is 7th. Zahn in turn 5 is P3. Wilson exiting pits. Jake in South Chestnut Place is P5. Zahn in East Shoreline Drive is P3, 1.4 behind Panzer F1. Panzer F1 in turn 6 is P2, 1.2 ahead of Zahn. Kevin Lekmansky from United States in turn 8 is P4. Zahn in East Shoreline Drive on lap 17 is P3, 1.4 behind Panzer F1. Wilson is 6th. Jake in West Shoreline Drive is P5. Wilson entering the pits is P6. Panzer F1 in East Shoreline Drive is P2, 1.7 ahead of Zahn. Zahn in West Shoreline Drive is 3rd, 1.5 behind Panzer F1. The leader has just finished the race. Melero finished P1. Panzer F1 finished P2. Zahn finished P3. Lekmansky finished P4. Feemster is P5. Jake Feemster finished 5th. Nils Shepard finished P8. The race session is at Long Beach, California in Long Beach, USA. The wind speed is 14 km/h from the north-northeast. Jake Feemster is first. Kevin Lekmansky from United States is second. David Zahn from United States is P3. Panzeref 1 is P4. Melero from Brazil is P5 with 50 kilos. Ryan Wilson from Canada is 6th. Simon of the Desert from United States is 7th. Jake is first. Race start. David Zahn in East Shoreline Drive is third with 10 kilos. Ryan Wilson is sixth. Simon of the Desert in West Shoreline Drive is 8th. Melero in Seaside Way is 3rd. Panzer F1 in Indy Left is 4th with 30 kilos. David Zahn in Bridgestone is P5, 0.5 behind Panzer F1. Panzer F1 in Aquarium Way is P4, 0.3 behind Melero. Zahn in West Shoreline Drive is P5, 0.4 behind Panzer F1. Melero is P3, 0.1 behind Kevin Lekmansky. Melero is now P6. Melero is now 6th. Simon of the Desert in Seaside Way is P5, 0.2 behind Panzer F1. Nils Shepard from United States in Le Gassamet is P6, 0.3 behind Simon of the Desert. Simon of the Desert from United States in Toyota is P5, 0.1 ahead of Nils Shepard. Zahn exiting pits. Simon of the Desert is now P6. Nils Shepard is 6th, 0.4 behind Simon of the Desert. Panzer F1 in Seaside Way is 4th, 0.9 behind Ryan Wilson. Nils Shepard in Le Gassamet is P6, 0.4 behind Simon of the Desert. Simon of the Desert in South Chestnut Place is 5th, 0.7 behind Panzer F1. Panzer F1 in Pine Avenue is P4. Best lap is a 121.072. 0.452 off the fastest lap. Panzer F1 passed Wilson for P3. Panzer F1 lost P3 to Ryan Wilson. Wilson in Firestone turn is P4. Panzer F1 in East Shoreline Drive is P4, 0.2 behind Wilson. Simon of the Desert in East Shoreline Drive is P5, 0.3 behind Panzer F1. Panzer F1 in Turn 4 is P4, 0.3 behind Ryan Wilson. Simon of the Desert in Turn 6 is 5th, 0.3 behind Panzer F1. Lekmansky in Firestone turn is P2 with 10 kilos, 0.3 behind Jake. Simon of the Desert in Indy left is 5th, 0.4 behind Panzer F1. Kevin Lekmansky from United States is P2, 0.4 behind Feemster. Simon of the Desert in Turn 5 is 5th, 0.5 behind Nils Shepard. Nils Shepard in Pine Avenue is P5, 0.1 behind Simon of the Desert. Lekmansky in Le Gassamet is second with 10 kilos, 0.5 behind Feemster. Panzer F1 in Le Gassamet is P6, 0.5 behind Nils Shepard. Lekmansky in South Chestnut Place is second, 0.4 behind Jake. Panzer F1 is P6, 0.3 behind Nils Shepard. Kevin Lekmansky in Seaside Way is second. Best lap is a 120.167. Nils Shepard from United States in Seaside Way is P6, 0.5 behind Panzer F1. Panzer F1 was 3.2 faster last lap. Lekmansky in Bridgestone is second, 0.4 behind Jake. Nils Shepard in South Chestnut Place is 6th, 1.0 behind Panzer F1. Kevin Lekmanski in turn 8 is P2, 0.4 behind Jake Feemster. Panzer F1 in Indy left is P5, 0.6 behind Simon of the Desert. Lekmanski in South Chestnut Place is 2nd, 0.5 behind Feemster. Panzer F1 in turn 4 is 5th, 0.5 behind Simon of the Desert. Panzer F1 was 0.9 faster last lap. Simon of the Desert in Pine Avenue is P4, 0.5 behind Ryan Wilson. Simon of the Desert lost P4 to Panzer F1. Lekmanski in Le Gassamet is 2nd, 0.5 behind Jake Feemster. Panzer F1 in East Shoreline Drive is P4, 0.8 behind Wilson. Lekmanski in West Shoreline Drive is P2, 0.4 behind Jake. Panzer F1 is P4, 0.3 behind Wilson. Panzer F1 passed Wilson for 3rd. Wilson in Seaside Way is P4, 0.5 behind Panzer F1. Wilson lost P4 to Simon of the Desert. Wilson lost 5th to Nils Shepard. Kevin Lekmanski in South Chestnut Place is 2nd, 0.3 behind Feemster. Jake in turn 6 is 2nd with 10 kilos being passed by Lekmanski. Nils Shepard in Seaside Way is 5th, 3.7 behind Simon of the Desert. Simon of the Desert was 1.6 faster last lap. Feemster in Bridgestone on lap 12 is 2nd, 0.3 behind Lekmanski. Simon of the Desert in South Chestnut Place is 4th, 1.4 behind Panzer F1. Feimster is P2, 0.4 behind Kevin Lekmansky. Simon of the Desert is 4th, 1.2 behind Panzer F1. Panzer F1 was 1.3 faster last lap. Feimster in Aquarium Way is 2nd, 0.1 behind Lekmansky. Simon of the Desert in Turn 5 is P4, 1.3 behind Panzer F1. Feimster in Indy left is P2, 0.5 behind Lekmansky. Simon of the Desert in Le Gassamet is 4th, 0.5 behind Panzer F1. Feimster in West Shoreline Drive is P2 with 10 kilos, 0.9 behind Kevin Lekmansky. Simon of the Desert in Seaside Way is 4th, 1.1 behind Panzer F1. Jake Feimster in Aquarium Way on lap 15 is 2nd, 0.8 behind Kevin Lekmansky. Simon of the Desert from United States is 4th, 0.5 behind Panzer F1. Feimster in Seaside Way is 2nd with 10 kilos, 0.1 behind Lekmansky. Melero in Turn 8 is 6th, 1.2 behind Nils Shepard. Jake Feemster is P2. Best lap is a 1:19.927. 0.014 off the fastest lap. Simon of the Desert in West Shoreline Drive is P4, 1.3 behind Panzer F1. Melero is P6, 0.4 behind Nils Shepard. Nils Shepard was 3.0 faster last lap. Melero passed Nils Shepard for P5. Feemster is second. Simon of the Desert in turn 6 is P4, 1.1 behind Panzer F1. Davidson from United States in turn 6 is P7, 0.5 behind Melero. Jake Feemster in turn 4 is P2, 0.7 behind Lekmansky. Zahn in Aquarium Way is P7, 0.9 behind Melero. The leader has just finished the race. Lekmansky finished first. Jake Feemster finished P2. Panzer F1 finished P3. Simon of the Desert finished P4. Nils Shepard finished P5. Melero finished P6. Zahn finished 7th.